Hello, welcome to Serling Zone. I'm Alan, here playing some Windbound, a new game on the PlayStation 4. Really enjoying it. This is my second playthrough. The first one, I got to the third world. I got some really good stuff. I got a little bit too cocky and got into a fight with not enough food to replenish my health and got hit a few times, ran away and then got sideswiped by a smaller enemy and killed. So I'm playing the survival mode of it. So you go back right to the beginning. You lose all the stuff. You keep your siege shards and the buffs that you put on yourself. You keep that. And the reviews I read, they said that's the best way to play it, and I think I agree with them. It makes it more. You really got to look after yourself, and makes it a lot tense. But this time, I got a lot of good stuff early on in the game. I got lucky. I got an iron spear, which is a good weapon in the first world. So I managed to kill some of the bigger enemies and got a lot of good stuff. So I've got the shovel. Imagine make that. And I'll get clay from that. I haven't found a recipe for the clay yet. This is my little boat that I've made, and I've got a little pot in here. You can only put one in the small boat. I'll just put the clay in there. I'm thinking you could probably maybe make another storage pot, or maybe even a cook pot, I would assume. But the first thing, they're the big ones. I managed to kill them with the iron spear and a bit of dodging around a tree and such. But the first thing to do in the game when you get onto an island is get the stuff for a fire and get a fire going. There's some berries there, they're quite handy. You can pick them or just eat them straight away. Or eat them, because on the gauge on the top left, obviously you've got the red one which is your health, and then you've got the yellow one which is your hunger. There's no thirst in the game, it's just hunger. But if that gets right down low, then you're going to start losing your health, so you need to keep that up. So you need sticks, rocks. Oh, can't pick that up. Get away from him, don't want him attacking us yet. Got a run button, so run out of the way. Should be out of the way of him now. Oh, I need to drop something. I have crafted a bigger pouch, but you still run out of space, so let's drop those. There's some you can have stones in the sling, but if you make the hammer you can make like loads of smaller stones to make a bigger spread when you shoot. Right, I need to get, actually I'm going that way. I'll get some rocks. Sticks, rocks and grass you need to make a fire. I always make it over there. I know you can see the smoke. I like to make it here, then I know where it is near the boat. What? It's always good if you can make a let's go and get another stick. Make a little frame on it, then you can cook 3 things at one time, because you can cook the food obviously, and you really need to do that to make the food decent. And you can also put the skins on there from the animals and make leather. Let's make that on there. There we are. I'm loving the graphics on this. The art style is really good, and the whole feel of it, and the combat takes a little bit of getting used to because of the lock on, but you understand how to do it, and you can always use obstacles around you to help evade the enemies. So it's really good. Right, I'm going to see if I can get some food. Now this is one of the tips for food. If you're lucky and you sort of sneak a bit around the edge of the water, sometimes you can see a fish. Well, obviously you don't have to, otherwise you're going to have to get berries, which don't really do much for you. Or you can kill the animal, and sometimes they will drop meat. The smaller ones won't always drop meat, but the bigger ones always drop meat. There we are, got the fish. Yeah, the bigger sort of pigs will drop bones, meat and skin, and the smaller ones will randomly drop one of those items. Right, let's put the fish on there. It's going to take a while to cook. There you can see the gauge starting to go, so we'll have some fish soon. Let's take on one of these gore beasts then. I'm going to use the I'll weaken it a bit with the sling. I've made the stones into smaller ones so you get a bigger. It doesn't hurt it quite so much, but it makes sure it really gives it a good hit. I'm just using the rocks to dodge around, and they're not too intelligent. They've got some intelligence, but they're keeping at bay. Like, oh, got another one of those pigs. They normally run from you. You've got to press the L2 to go so you can dodge. Get out of the way. Right. They soon lose interest, and then you can sneak up from behind. You've got to watch out when you get them from behind, because they'll give you a nasty kick with their back legs. Let's stab them a few times with the spear. Well, that's the bone tip one. I want to use the metal one, I think. That'll give them a bit more damage. I've also got a bow as well. I could use that. That's obviously a bit of a easier way to do it. Get them from a distance with the bow, but you can be a bit braver and get them like this. So there's some tougher enemies. In the other playthrough, I did take out a gloom feast or something like that. It was like a lizard that teleported and would grab you with its tongue. That was a real tough one, but I managed to defeat a couple of those, but that was by using the bow and arrow a lot. Yeah, we got him here. Yeah, he's down. Gorehorn. Now the meat on them is really good. Yeah. Get 2 as large meat. And that, I think you get a skin sometimes. I'm not sure on him, but you can craft some good stuff with the crest, and the meat is really good. That will give you. Yeah, fish is done. Let's put meat in there. Let that cook. Actually, let's put both in there. Doesn't really matter. Let's have the fish, and we'll eat that because our stamina's right now. Yeah, that'll put it up well. But that the gore meat fish meat will put your stamina and your health up really good when it's low, so that is really worth doing. Here's the crafting. So I've got oil that I could do from the fish. I'm not sure what that opens up, but I've got a hammer, so I might try that. That's a different thing. I haven't got an axe yet. I did one on the other playthrough, but not on this one yet. There's a few others here. I've got the leather sling, which is better. There's arrows that I can craft. And there's the bow that I got, the torment bow. Charge up arrows and create an area that causes any creature in it to receive bonus damage. Arrows fired from this bow do reduce damage, so that's not too bad. These are the ones for your boat. These ones are not to forget as well here, because you can dismantle stuff you made on the boat to get the resources back. There's some other bonuses, but also you can, if you stand near to your boat and press the craft, and then here repair, it will show what condition it's in, and you can repair it. And you don't want it breaking with if you're out at sea. That's 100%. You can visually tell the meat when it's cooked because it does look different. It's a more pinky now. It goes a browny colour when it's cooked. I didn't really need those gore things, but they're handy because weapons will deplete over time, and the food will go rotten over time. Let's see that on here. You could see that if you look at the symbol there for the bone tipped spear. You can see the 3 white dashes on the left. There's normally 3, as in the bow there. Look, there's 3 there, so that's full health. That's the leather swing. Look, that's 2, and a little dash of the 3rd one. That's the bow. The bone tip spear is the 2nd one is going down a bit, and the metal one, the 2nd one's down a little bit more. That the shovel is 2, and a little bit of the 3rd one. So, but I've got the stuff now if I want to make a new one. And the food will have, let's show you the food when I cook it, and that has the same thing. It's got the 3 lines. Yeah, you can see by the colour it's done. And there, look, it's green on there, which shows it's good, and you've got the 3 dashes. It will come up and tell you sometimes, oh, your meat or the berries is degraded, but it doesn't mean you have to eat it straight away. You can see on there Even it's down to the last dash in a little bit on there, you can still eat it. When it finally degrades, it will go red, and then you've got to throw it away. So your food has got a bit of life to it, so you got to watch out. You can get extra pouches. Say the one I've got at the moment, I've got the extra one, the normal one that gives you the extra 8 slots, and then I did find a large one which gives you 16, but there was another one, a food one, which gives you 12. It's a bit less, but it said that when you put your food in there, it will rot a lot slower. So that does sound, it's probably worth it, losing a few. Losing a little bit of space, but oh, can't do that. You lose a bit of space, but then your food's going to last longer. Yeah, I'll eat one of these, you'll see how much that replenishes it. All the way, virtually all the way to the top again, just a little bit off. There's the little sort of signal thing I've got. You've got 3 of those that you've got to activate, and then you go to the third, you go to the next place, and that will all be ready then to be able to carry on and get to the portal and travel to the next set of islands on the world. I think there's about 5 different worlds. But I would say definitely play the game in the survivalist mode. It makes it more enjoyable, and you know, there's a lot of tension there. Like I said, you really got to be careful. When I say I was doing well on that other go, but I just got a bit too reckless. I've got to remember next time, don't get too reckless, even if you think you're doing well. And that's showing a little symbol over there, look, where to go to the next one. And that dies down after a while. And there's also little islands you can find that will give you boosts, might give you another load of sea bits, or give you a extra boost to your stamina or your health, or even if you could find a gem, which is where I got the arrow. Let me just show that, the bow and arrow. You've got to press the R2 for that. I found the gem for that and managed to then make the arrow. I'm not going to use it on him because I don't want to waste the arrows, because there's going to be some tougher monsters later. I'll need all the arrows I can. Well, you got a little map as well. You can see on the, you can see where your ship is if you forget, and you can see little bits on the island. Got to be wary of fall damage as well. So I'm not going to fall down there. There's a mushroom here. These are handy. You can pick them up or eat them straight away. That's put my stamina and food. That one's all to do with that. And that's pretty vital. Let's get another stick if I can. No, I'm full up. Oh. Oh, another thing I was going to say with the a rarer food you can get from the boars. So sometimes they will dig up truffles, and you can sometimes, if you sort of go in your stealth mode and follow them so they're not seeing you, sometimes you can watch them and they will dig up a truffle, and they're pretty good food as well. Again, better when it's cooked. I'm not sure whether they've got to be in a certain ground to dig up a truffle. I think the one I saw, it was on more sort of redder ground near in a tree, and it dug up a truffle there. So you don't have to be too eager to kill the boar. They might give you a bit of something special. He's seen me. He's run off. Let's see if he digs up a truffle. Any truffles there, mate? Oh, he saw me. Or he heard me. Let's have a quick go in the boat. Push it out on the water. This is quite fun, the sailing. You got to get used to loosening or tightening the sail, because that wind is blowing against me. I've got to tighten the sail and sort of, I think you zigzag like this to give it pace, and then if you go like here and the wind is behind me, now I can loosen it and let it blow into it, look, and really get pretty fast. But this is the basic boat really. Well, you can even be more basic and you use a paddle, but this is the grass one. The last one I had was a bamboo one, which was a bit stronger, and you can also make wooden ones. You can make two separate ones with like a platform between. You can make some pretty big sort of raft canoe things, so that's really good. And nice music as well, so you can hear. As you get nearer the edge, the waves seem to get a lot bigger. You know, look, there's the island area. Now I don't know what these are. I've seen this a few times. A little light. At first I thought it was a glitch, but I don't think it is. It must be a secret area. Obviously need something special. Yeah, it's still there, look, sparkling a bit. So it's definitely a special thing. Trouble, I haven't got an anchor. Can I craft an anchor? can't craft an anchor. Hopefully the boat will stay there. Let's see what we... Oh yeah, there's something there. Definitely. But I can't swim underwater. There it is, look. Bubbling away there. I suppose you've got to get some sort of... Yeah, I can't go underwater. You must have to get a special diving gear to get that. So there's another little secret. That's a nice place to end the video. That found that little secret. Something glowing under there. Looks like a clam. Oh, is it a clam? Maybe there's a pearl in there. But there's some gameplay of Windbound, which I highly recommend, and there's a few tips there on the food. Definitely, I say when you first start the game, make sure you get yourself sorted with the food. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.